These episodes are titled Shadow of the Bat Parts 1 and 2. They came out on September 13th and 14th, 1993. Directed by Frank Parr, written by Bryn Stevens, and animation by Dong Yang with layouts by Spectrum. Featuring Kevin Conroy as Batman Bruce Wayne, Robert Costanzo as Harvey Bullock, Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. I knew you were going to do that. Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. as Alfred, Bob Hastings as Commissioner Gordon, Lauren Lester as Robin and Dick Grayson, Melissa Gilbert as Batgirl and Barbara Gordon, Tim Matheson as Gil Mason, Greg Burson as Mad Dog, Marie Devon as Summer Gleason, Lynette Mette as Janet Van Dorn, John Vernon as Rupert Thorne, and Richard Mole as Two-Face. Some honorable mentions here. Dong Yang animated these episodes, and they previously produced many episodes that we've reviewed, some of the best being Joker's Favor, Perchance to Dream, The Laughing Fish, Harley and Ivy, and Almost Got 'Em, and Spectrum provided the layouts for these episodes, and they previously produced many of the episodes that we've reviewed, some of the best being On Leather Wings, Heart of Ice, Robin's Reckoning Part 1, Beware the Grey Ghost, and Vendetta. So my question, as always, is what did you think of the animation of both of these episodes?
Good, really good. And I just thought that the vibes of these episodes were mwah, especially part 2. I liked part 2 a lot better than part 1. Part 2 just had a real cool vibe. It's not very interesting of a scene, but it's Robin on the rooftop hopping down to look at the mobster outside of like a window, and then Batgirl hopping down. And like shout out to all the music in these episodes, because everything is just so beautiful and all the music flows. Like when Batgirl enters that scene, like it plays her theme but slower because she's walking slower. And like I loved all of the Batman and Robin stuck like underwater in that tram, and like just loved the vibes, and obviously Two-Face as well.
Yeah, no, I thought the animation was really good in both of these episodes, but I did think part 2 looked better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I thought the painted backgrounds in part 2 were just stunning.
Yeah.
Really rich. Like, even an abandoned subway station, I was like, man, you can see all the cracks in the wall. They were really detailed, and it just popped on screen. So, yeah, really loved that. And, well, kudos to Frank Parr and all of the storyboard artists that worked on this, because they really, they made it feel like Gotham, you know? Like, I haven't felt like Gotham in a couple episodes, but this brought it back for me.
This really feels like the Gotham that they created as well, like the vibe.
Yes, it does. Yeah, I totally agree.
I said Commissioner Gordon's in danger.
So director Frank Parr has been credited previously in our Be a Clown review, as well as being a previous guest on this podcast. And writer Bryn Stevens has been credited previously in our review of Heart of Steel Part 1. So some acting creds here. All returning voice actors have been credited previously in this podcast in their first appearance on this show, such as Melissa Gilbert in Heart of Steel or Marie Devon in Nothing to Fear. But as far as new acting creds go for this show, we got Greg Burson, who plays Mad Dog, who's that like thug that has the big 2 front teeth. The big chompers.
Mad Rabbit.
Yeah, or like Barry the Beaver or something like that. Like, I wondered if maybe Two-Face hired him because he had 2 big front teeth, and he's like, "You're in.
Look at those chompers."
What's your name? Mad Dog. Nope, it's Barry the Beaver. It's definitely Barry the Beaver.
Why is it Mad Dog? Yeah, I'm mad like a dog. I don't know. I came up with it right now. And I knew you were going to say Billy the Beaver because that's what everyone says. You think that it's something that is unique, but no, every single person says Billy the Beaver, so I am Mad Dog. Okay, Billy.
You called me, boss? The rally's tomorrow night. Everything's in place. You know what to do.
So Mad Dog, or Billy the Beaver, as he's now called, is also the voice of Bubba Louie in Samurai Jack, Foghorn Leghorn, Bugs Bunny, and a number of various Looney Tunes. He's also Yogi Bear, and most importantly, he's Mr. DNA in Jurassic Park.
The dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs. So I thought that was very interesting. Very diverse list of characters there. And he passed away, sadly, in 2008 at the age of 59. So,
oh, well, what a
quite young.
lineage of work he left.
Yep, including Billy the Beaver.
That's right.
Then we got Tim Matheson, who plays Gil Mason. He'll also go on to play Michael Vreeland, the character in the new Batman Adventures episode Chemistry, as well as Maxwell Lord in Justice League Unlimited. But some of his other notable Craigs are Eric Stratton in Animal House and Vice President John Hoynes in West Wing. Didn't really know much about those or any of the other creds that I saw, but I did know Animal House, and John Vernon, who plays Rupert Thorne, was also in Animal House. So Rupert Thorne and Gil Mason were in Animal House together.
And listen to you bad mouth the United States of America. Gentlemen!
You're not walking out on this one, mister. You're finished.
And then finally, Lynette Mette, or Metty, who plays Janet Van Dorn, will not go on to voice the same character in Trial. We will see that character again in Trial, but it's not voiced by the same person. And Lynette Mette's most notable role was playing Nurse Abel in MASH. That's all I could really find.
Abel, Mabel, if you're... What's that from?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Abel, if you're able. Mabel, Mabel.
This sounds like a horror film rhyme that people like, Abel, Mabel, turning the table. You're like, what's happening?
I think it's in The Office. I think it's something Andy says. Doesn't matter.
Okay, well, that's the creds for actors in this. The best one was Mr. DNA. I should have finished with Mr. DNA.
Should have ended on Mr. DNA.
Yeah.
A DNA strand, like me, is a blueprint for building a living thing. And sometimes animals that went extinct millions of years ago, like dinosaurs...
Okay, utility belt of fun facts. First time in this series that Batman uses the alias Matches Malone. We see Matches for the first time, finally.
Well, my other character didn't do very good in the dice game, so I'm the same guy, but different.
I got a pencil-thin mustache this time. That's about it. That's the only difference.
That was my brother, Flatulence Falone. He died.
What was his stick?
His stink. Oh, man, he did stink, yeah.
No, what was his stick?
Oh, he ripped ass constantly.
So he stunk.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Then we got Gotham's new DA, Janet Van Dorn, who replaced Harvey Dent, makes her first appearance in this episode and will be featured in the trial episode, as I've just mentioned. The rookie cop from POV and the older officer from Perchance to Dream make cameo appearances in this episode, which makes perfect sense as the animation studio worked on both of those episodes and probably had the character models that they could use. And Frank Parr has called Part 1 his favorite episode, though he wasn't quite as fond of Part 2, which, now that we watch both of them, I disagree.
Yeah, I think you need to rewatch him, Frank Parr. I think you need to rewatch him.
Still doing that, are we?
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. I'll say it again. I didn't need to.
No, that's staying in.
Wait, have we already done that on the show?
Yeah, we done Frank Parr, and then I was like, if we ever get him as a guest one day, and you're like, I can't be on the episode, and then we had Frank Parr on the episode.
It's just I have to stop myself every time you say Frank Parr. I have to stop myself from going. Just a little fart. He's a lovely bloke. He's lovely.
He is. Yeah, he really is.
Farts are just the funniest thing in the world to me, and your last name sounds like a fart. I'm so sorry.
Well, not when it's pronounced correctly. Parr, it's like Parr
That's
for
true,
the cause.
Frank Parr, yeah, but it's point.
Okay, and finally, Two-Face is the only supervillain in the show to appear in more than one two-parter episode in the series.
Oh, 2 times.
He ironically appears in 2 two-parters.
Oh.
Which hand is he spanking it with in that scenario?
The dirty one.
Does he sit on it to make it go numb?
I don't need to make it a stranger because, look at it. It's already fucked up. I don't have any feeling in that hand anyway.
Oh, okay. So diving straight in here, what did you think of both of these episodes?
I went into them being like, I'm not super looking forward to this. I'm not the biggest Batgirl fan. But I was proven wrong. These were great, great episodes, and I had a great time. I think the character of Batgirl really is probably the best version of her in this show. I like her costume. I just like all the music and just the vibe. As you said, all the scenery is so good, and it's all super mobs as well. Like, there's a mob theme in this at one point where it's like, Up
Yes.
my base and with banishing.
Robin, look out! Robin.
I love that theme. We'll go straight into the music that cues it up nicely. Batgirl theme, top 3 favorite Batman scores of this whole show for me.
Really?
I think.
Top 3?
It's just, you know why? It's so good. It's catchy. It's a march, which I love. You know, I love a march. And it just sounds heroic. Like, it's got that, you know, like Superman, like that sounds like a hero. Yeah, it just has that hero vibe to it. And it really is something that, like, every time I'll never forget the theme, basically. It's always going to be in my head. So yeah, it's way up there for me. I really love it. And that jazzy score that plays when they're fighting Two-Face and his men in the subway. And it's like don 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 don, as you were just saying, and it's like dun, 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 dun. It just felt like a 30s nightclub vibe or something.
Yeah, it's super 1940s feeling of gangster and film noir.
Yeah,
like I love the pool hall where he shoots pool as Matches Malone, and he's like watching the guy like talk on the phone. You know, that's great.
Yeah, that scene in particular made me laugh because obviously Matches Malone is reading his lips. But what if he was just misreading his lips the whole time? Like he was just like focusing, and this Mad Dog or Barry the Beaver is like,
"All right, boss, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Just gotta no one's listening. Don't worry." He mixes cinnamon toast crunch with golden grams every morning. Oh, that sounds nice, Alfred, add that to the shopping list. Add that tomorrow.
Yeah, I just would love if he was just constantly reading lips and then he ended up going to some location where he thought he was going to be and he's completely off. He's like at the opposite end of Gotham where he's like,
all right, freeze, everybody. Oh, the building is completely empty. Do you still want those golden grams, sir? Yes. Sounds pretty good. And the cinnamon toast crunch. Yes, and cinnamon toast crunch, sir.
Nah, don't worry. No one can hear me. Right, boss. I'm heading back right now.
So, part 1, let's go straight into part 1. The intro I liked a lot. Thorne and his men stealing, like, the contraband, the police showing up, that raid. It all felt very Batman 89. Like, I felt like that could be in a Tim Burton Batman movie.
Oh, yeah. This whole 2 episodes was such, like, it was just beautiful. There was the paintings at point of just, like, when you see him going around like on the roof, just like the whole feeling, and Batman shows up in the darkness, and it's all beautiful. It really felt like very Maltese Falcon and very like
good shout.
Double Indemnity, like those proper film noirs from the 40s. Like you could see it in this work, and it was classy. I thought these episodes were classy.
They were classy. We also get that police tank battering ram that has an upgrade. Love seeing that again. Yeah. Would have loved a toy of that, man.
Oh, fuck yeah. And all the like officers and the SWAT guys would have been great.
Yeah, it would have been great. And I love that Batman moment. We haven't done this in a while, but Batman standing in the shadows, staring at Thorne whilst Thorne is like shooting at him and the steam's moving around Batman. I just love it so much. He looks the business.
If I gotta go down, I'm taking you with me.
And then did you notice Bruce Wayne has a massive upgrade to his TV? Do you see the size of that fucking television he's watching the news on? It takes up the entire wall. I was like,
Alfred, we gotta keep up the look that we are really rich. So I bought the world's biggest TV.
So we could just get a projector.
Why don't you project that thought somewhere else? Because I'm watching this big ass TV. It only cost $100,000. It's fine. It's affordable.
My salary, sir? What's going on with that?
I pay you? I thought you were just like hanging around because you felt bad that my parents were dead, you know? Again.
I hate you, sir.
Why are you here? You're not getting paid? You don't like me? You can go.
You will ruin your eyes changing channels so fast, Master Bruce. Not to mention your attention span.
They also really set up Gordon in this episode. Like, laundered bribes, foreign accounts, deposit receipts, sworn witness statements. I was like, they got him real fucking good. Like,
yeah, they want to get him dead to rights.
Yeah. It'd be funny, though, if it was all true. Like, he's just a massively corrupt cop. Like, Batman's like, how the fuck did I miss that?
That was like, don't worry, Gordon, we're going to get you out of this one. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, please, I need it.
Wait, you're innocent, right?
Yes.
That sounded like a lie. I'm the world's greatest detective.
I studied lies, and usually if it's someone rolling their eyes or wiping their brow or pausing before they say, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. They never said if they do it all at once, so I think you're telling the truth.
Got away with that one.
What was that? I said I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Me too, guy. You ever combine them with Golden Grahams? I'll send you some for commissary. I'll bring it to you.
Well, speaking of prison food, I've got the biggest problem in part 2. Bullock is eating a slice of pizza that looks like it's made...
not a slice of pizza. It is custard and pepperoni, and he's just like...
Gordon's like, I can't stand the prison food. I would rather eat the prison food than whatever that milk slice was. And also, Bullock eats it in reverse. He goes cross first.
I think it was the only choice. It was the only hard piece of food he could get.
When Gordon gets broken out, like, moments later, I think he just accepted the breakout because he's just like, he eats it in reverse. That was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Get me out of here.
Why does Bullock go, someone get the keys? Like, I feel like the moment they got the keys, he would go in there and just start eating it. It's like his lunch. I want to eat it before anybody else would. You got any milky custardy pizza? You know, where it's like, you have to like balance it in your fingers to eat it. No. I got it from that new place, Killer Crocs, Killer Wings. They moved the pizzas now as well. It's pretty good.
What's it made out of?
It's sewage.
Central City coming soon.
7 locations in Metropolis next year.
Would you like to try my new slice of pizza?
You'll need a spoon.
A spoon?
Yeah.
That's how you eat pizza, no?
Right? I've never eaten pizza. I don't know what pizza looks like. I think I saw a drawing of it once.
But I know what sewage looks like.
And that's pizza. Enjoy.
Remind me to do something about the food in here.
Relax, Commish. We got the judge to reconsider bail, didn't we? You gonna eat that pickle?
I also really love Batman sneaking around the evidence room in this episode. I liked all the sneakiness. It was so good. He's so quiet and his ninja skills coming in handy there. And we see a new Bat gadget in this episode, the Bat two-way radio that he like fires into Gordon's prison cell.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But they have like a little chat, and I thought it'd be so funny if after that Batman left and went home to Alfred, the radio's still on, so Gordon's just listening to the whole conversation like he comes out and he's like, Master Bruce, how was the evening? He's screwed. That dude is going to jail.
That guy is not getting out. I think he may have done it, Alfred, actually. I looked at the paperwork, and I'm the world's greatest detective, but not the world's greatest lawyer, so I think I've done all I possibly can. What's that? Huh? Gordon? Yeah. Oh, I did not know the frequency reached Wayne Manor. I'm practicing singing at Wayne Manor this evening. Wayne Manor. Very good, sir. Thank you, Alfred. I mean, Alfredo. He's my vocal instructor.
Alfredo, order us a slice of that milky sewage pizza from Killer Crocs, Killer Wings, will you?
I want the soupiest pizza you can get. The type that even Bullock would struggle to eat. He'd still eat it, but I want the struggle. It's good for the throat, for the singing. Gordon's not getting out of jail. It's still on. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I was wondering when you'd get around to me.
I gotta look at the evidence. Those those deposit receipts were perfect forgeries, dated months ago.
So I was happy to see Two-Face in this episode. His hideout is very cool, split into two, both light and dark. Looks
it's on the nose, though.
Bit on the nose, yeah. Schumacher, I think, stole some of that ideas for Batman Forever.
You could see him pulling up to that building being like, oh, fuck yeah. Half painted a different color. Check. Some of the windows boarded up, others open. Oh, hey, we're cooking. Oh, double doors. 2 stories. How many bathrooms? 2. Oh.
Double bed. All of his men are like, boss, you have a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit. You guys want to go get the number 2?
From where?
I don't know. Arby's. They got the meat.
I'll have double meat.
Double, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get me a Subway. Get me 2 6-inch subs. You mean a foot long? No.
And one of them's really gross and one of them's really good.
I want double sardines on one. Oh, yeah. Olives, pickles. Oh, God. Anything else? Tuna. Spicy mustard. Ketchup and barbecue sauce. Oh, my God. And then just drench it in oil. Just dip the whole sandwich in oil. What do you want on the other one? I don't know, like a turkey club or something. Sounds like you want the dirty one. Well, I gotta get both. I got, you know what I mean? Double meat on both, though. You want a combo with that? Oh, you know I do, baby.
I should have known it would be Two-Face. It's a perfect 2-part plan.
So before Batgirl crashes the rally dressed as Batman, the original plan was for Robin to make a public appearance in Batman's place. How disappointed do you think the spectators would be if Robin showed up to give a speech? They were expecting Batman and Robin shows up instead. Comes out on stage.
Who's this dick? Yeah, I mean, what?
Excuse me, I'm going to speak now. 407 years ago.
Oh my God. He's really starting with 407 years ago?
I have a dream.
Whoa. I don't even know if you can say that.
We'll fight them on the beaches, in the air.
Who? Winston Churchill. Are we fighting in Gotham?
I ran out of speeches, but good night.
At least he didn't do anything from Adolf Hitler. I know some. No, it's fine. It's fine.
The least the city can do for him is grant him bail. Showtime.
So I know Gil dropping to the ground before the gunman fired their shots is what tips off Alfred and Dick later on, but he drops down like a good 30 seconds before the gunmen start firing. And I was like, guy, you're really giving it away here. And I thought it'd be really funny if, like, he just hears, like, a really fast car in Gotham, so he, like, drops down. Or, like, he hears, like, a bang, and he drops down. It just keeps on happening, and he's like, oh, nope, that wasn't my cue. And everyone's like, what are you doing?
Just gets shot in the end. That's exactly what I was trying to avoid.
Mr. Mason ducked before he saw the guns.
Almost as though he expected it.
Robin grabs the back of Batgirl's cowl in this as well and tears it off, which reveals her long red hair, which I thought was a really cool way for her iconic look to kind of come into fruition. I thought that was a fun way of doing it. And my favorite shot as well is when Summer Gleason picks up their camera and you see the silhouette of Batgirl just like in the lens running away from camera. I just love that perspective a lot.
My favorite shot in the second episode is that silhouette of Batgirl. You know the one I'm talking about? Cool
I've
shot.
I've got love that Batgirl for that moment.
Mm-hmm. Well.
She looked great. Well, yeah, I do. For that reason.
In what way?
For her looking cool and badass.
I agree.
What way do you think?
I agree with that.
When the train goes by, right? And she's just standing there?
Yeah.
So at the end of part 1, Matches is electrocuted as he breaks into Two-Face's hideout. And I thought it was weird seeing him use the grapnel gun because I was like so used to seeing Batman or Robin use that when I saw Matches use it, I was like, What are you doing with that guy? You can't use that. You're not Batman right now.
Careful up there, mate. Christ.
But he's electrocuted as he tries to break into Two-Face's hideout, and Barbara decides she's done waiting around for Batman to do something, and she's going to save her dad herself as Batgirl.
Let's see what Batgirl can do.
Our new Batgirl's a woman. What did you think of the look of Batgirl in this show?
Yeah, great. Classic. Good stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was cool that, again, she kind of like made the reason to become Batgirl whilst dressing up as Batman previously, but her costume has kind of changed. She went full blue with the costume instead of like the black cape and cowl with a bit of blue in it. So, yeah, she changed it up, which I thought looked good. But yeah, in part 2, she looks awesome in some of the shots. Like when she's sliding down the escalator in the abandoned subway and she's like all in shadow.
I agree. She looks, the second episode in particular looks really, really classy and well made.
We see the bat signal shaped listening device in part 2. Robin uses it to listen in on Gil. We saw that in The Mechanic when Batman was doing that recon and like the guys that were thugs / I don't know, corporate greed or whatever they were doing. But I liked how Robin got the info he needed whilst Batgirl also got the same info using her binoculars. You know, so they were both doing it at the same time in their own ways. But I thought it'd be jokes if, like, Batgirl was reading Gil's lips on the phone and it ends up being the wrong info too. She, like, shows up where it matches Malona's. She's like, right? You're supposed to be here, right?
I swear, he said. He's not here. Sardines and oil. Delicious. What is that smell?
It's stink face.
Stink face.
Imagine his breath. Two-Face's breath must be rank on one side.
I chew him in on one side. I only brush this side of my teeth as well.
And I eat a piece of shit on the other side.
It's sewage.
You're sick, Gil. A lot sicker than him. At least I can see his bad half.
So I liked how Two-Face was slightly jealous of Mason. He was calling him pretty boy and telling him to call him Two-Face, not Harvey. And I thought that was a cool reflection on, obviously, that's him being reminded of his past life as Harvey. And he was like, like calling him pretty boy because Harvey used to be a good looking dude. And yeah, I liked that. I thought it was a cool little callback to what he used to be like. And Two-Face's coin really defies gravity in this one, bud. I thought like he was doing a magic trick at one point, the way it was floating in the air. Did you see how slow that shit was?
I've had practice, you know. That's all I do.
He flicks it and everyone's like, oh, and it's a good 5 seconds before
you know why?
It comes
Because
down
everyone's
again.
like, that sound is fucking sick, bro. When he flips that coin, it goes like, I'm like, I'm here to hear that all day. That's like my ADR. That's what I go to bed to. It's just him flipping a coin all night till I fall asleep.
That's your white noise?
Yep.
Once Gordon's out of the picture, you'll be a shoo-in to take his place.
He's also not a very good shot. He was just firing his Tommy gun into the train tracks, clearly not hitting anything. He was just chain. I thought you were gonna maybe miss that one with chain tracks.
Into the chain tracks. Pata, 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 pata.
I haven't had a drink yet.
Neither have I.
And there was a moment in this episode where Batman takes off his shirt to change into the Bat costume, and Batgirl leans in and says, "Am I glad to see you?" And I was like, very poor choice of words there. Oh, there's a Heath Ledger reference for you. Hey, Dark Knight, anybody?
It was the second film in the franchise.
Yes. Am I glad to see you?
Very poor choice of words.
Do you mind?
So I thought Batman's lecture to Batgirl on what it means to put on the cape and cowl was good. Like, he was like, you can't just put on a mask and like a cape and just expect to be a hero. Like, he trained for 7 years around the world, you know, like studying every form of martial arts, science, escape artistry, the criminal mind. Meanwhile, Barbara is like, I'm a gymnast, you know, give it a go.
Robin's like, me too. He's like, oh, fuck.
Another one.
7 years overkill? No, I figured out the tram. So Robin didn't figure that out.
Robin did not. When he says to Robin in that tram, where he's like, I've got an idea. I thought it'd be so funny if he just swam off and left Robin there.
You're on your own. What do I do? I figured it out. What, didn't you train for 7 years? As an escape artist?
It's an escape room, Robin.
I do those shits on the reg. I love them.
I've got an idea.
It's about time.
And Robin also really biffed it when it came to the water rushing in. When they're like, what's that noise? Batman gets out just in time, but Robin, of course, gets stuck in it. You know, like, I was like, Robin is slowing you down.
It shows that, you know, people would do slow Batman down, you know?
Yeah, but cut that dead weight. Let him just float away.
I like to keep that dick around, you know?
Well, he's got Barbara now.
Yeah, he's like, the next day, he's like, that was a great adventure, Batman. And then Batgirl's there. It's like, oh, so you're moving in? It's like, yeah, to your room. What? Oh, okay, that's a bit weird, but I guess we'll bunk bed. No, it's still the double bed in there. Okay, we'll go top to tail then. That's fine. You're not getting this guy. Alfred's packed you a bag. He put some circus shit in it. Peanuts. Cracker Jacks. That's what you eat, right? I didn't learn much about you besides when I first met you.
Not an elephant.
And that's what circus folk eat. And that's what I eat at the circus. Oh, sorry. Popcorn. Sorry about popcorn. Candy, fluffy, what's it called?
Candy floss.
Candy floss, thank you. Sorry, slipped my mind. Anyway, get the fuck out.
Funny. I don't remember a Batgirl in our little club.
So what did you think of Batman's improvised plastic explosive device on the grapple gun when he was firing at the ceiling? I thought that was a pretty cool, clever thing, but I was like, would it explode?
No. If it just blows up on impact, then he could take one fall to the ground, then his waist would just be blown up.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Or he accidentally fires that into someone's window and just blows up the building. He's like, whoa.
Yeah, goes to grab someone on the foot, just blows their foot off. He's like, oh, I forgot I left that on. Oh. Well, I didn't kill him. He was running. I was a bad guy, so I won't be running anymore. Crime doesn't pay, and I will pay for his health care, though. How much is it? I just bought a huge TV for $100,000.
And I've got a big old soupy pizza coming my way.
Oh, he's dead. He bled out. Well, that's on him. It's his blood.
I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him. His injury did.
I didn't kill him. I blew his foot off. There's a difference. Oh, fuck, I killed him.
Hurry, Batman!
So I love that one thug who had a go at martial arts with Batman on the docks, where he was like clearly like he hadn't done karate since a kid or something. The way he was like, all right, like straight back and okay, here we go, and he just got fucking taken down instantly. I thought that was great.
Snuff the bat.
I love when thugs think that they can take on Batman. It's just like 7 years he trained. Like, did you not hear him before? He said that to Batgirl.
You could see him like he's mastered some sort of ancient martial arts that he trained years to do. You could see someone like Robin, Robin just starts watching what he's doing. He's like, he just suddenly does like a horror karate. He's like, Batman, look, I learned your move. He's like, that took me 9 fucking months to learn, and he picked it up on day one. Like, you could see him being real pissy about that.
Is that like when, I don't know, you're learning to do a new skateboarding move or something? Like Tony Hawk does the 900 and he took like 3 years to do it.
Yeah, there are kids today that just do the 900 like children. They're like, I did the 900. Tony Hawk's like, fucking hell. Like, that launched my career. It was undoable. I did it for fun.
Like that's my special move in a video game.
I guess mine now too. I'm 6.
Are you fracking kidding me right now?
So we see another giant coin in this episode.
Mm-hmm. Both Batman and Two-Face were like, who's going to get it?
I think Batman threw a batarang at it just to add it to his collection. Like, getting Two-Face was a bonus.
Yeah, he's like, the police show him. He's like, yep, stop Two-Face again, you know? But there was a big coin involved, and I remember something about last time. You gifted me this big coin, so... All right, Batman. We don't know how many crimes there's going to be that involve a big coin, but we can't keep giving them to you. You said a dangerous president. How do you say that word? Presidents. Presidents?
Presidents.
Presidents.
Predator?
Presidents.
Precedents.
Precedents. That's it. Sorry. Had a few bat whiskeys, if you know what I'm saying.
So you've had a lot of whiskey.
Yeah. Precedents.
Yeah.
You set a dangerous precedence when you gave me that first coin.
I love that Batman having a giant coin collection is just so niche. Like, it's
That's such an old man thing to do. Like, like I have a coin. Like, everyone's chatting like, oh, yes, I collect coins. Oh, really? Me too. Oh, what do you collect? Pennies. And... how big's your collection? One coin. Wow, that must be a really valuable penny. Oh, it is. It's humongously valuable.
Worth its weight in copper.
Are you Batman? Because I know that Batman was gifted the world's biggest penny. Was he really? Would you excuse me?
Do you think he gets excited every time he's going to fight Two-Face? He's like, oh, Alfred, Two-Face escaped again. You know what this means?
Another coin for the collection.
Clear some space in the cave. I won't be coming home empty-handed.
The last one was a fucking mirror, which was a letdown, so...
Poor Alfred has to clear all this room for all these coins in the Batcave. Like, imagine the Batmobile coming back and there's just coins everywhere, giant coins in the Batcave. Sir, I'm over here.
You behind the penny or the dime, Alfred? the nickel, sir. Oh, that's far away.
That's by the Batwing, and that is way up.
I need help.
That's a first. A coin flips Two-Face.
So, at the end of this episode, I'm guessing that Gil never wakes up from his eternal coma, or he dies.
The moment Batgirl was revealed as Barbara Gordon, I was like, so this guy's dead?
Yeah, right? Like, he's not going to live. Yeah, and then it was just a convenient coma, which we never see him again. Yeah, so I guess
Barbara's like, how convenient. And she probably like has like something set up that if he wakes up, he'd be like, oh, what happened? And Barbara's like, you got knocked out. Oh, wait a minute. You're good night. And like there's a pillow like right on his face. She's like, I don't play by Batman's rules. These are my dad kills, so I kill.
Yeah. One of my parents is alive that I know about.
The other one, well,
we never know anything about
another day.
What happened to Mrs. Gordon in this show? I do want to know. Maybe next time we have Paul Dini on or someone like that, we could ask, was there any Mrs. Gordon like episodes or ideas, or what happened to her? Because we never get that in this in this show.
I understand that Gil Mason is still in a coma.
Yes, but even so, he has been indicted.
So at the end, Gordon is acquitted of all charges, and Bruce implies he knows the identity of Batgirl as he looks at Barbara, and that's the end of these two-parter episodes. I thought they was, as you said, surprisingly good, like better than I expected. But does it make your top three? No, it is up there, but it doesn't make my top three. Our top three are still Almost Got 'Em, Joker's Favorite, and The Laughing Fish. Ranking out of 10, though, what would you give it?
I'll give the first one a 6.7 out of 10, and I'll give the second one on just coolness alone a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, I went 7 with part 1, and I went 8.5 with part 2.
Wow, that's very high praise.
I just really love the music and the scenery.
Tell me, but the vibe was good.
Yeah, it was good. Fit check. Barbara wears her pink gymnastics outfit and a pair of grey sweatpants. She wears a black top and purple skirt and later on a grey jacket with that outfit too. And of course, she also dresses up as Batman and Batgirl. Gil rocks a grey trench coat and a plum-coloured suit. I thought he looked quite dashing in that plum-coloured suit. Bruce is wearing his blue turtleneck and grey trousers, and Dick is wearing a red turtleneck and grey trousers, saying Dick and turtleneck. It's probably not the best sentence.
Now I'm just picturing a dick in a turtleneck.
A red one. Merry Christmas! That's what the dick sounds like. Just a lot of spurting.
And we're all picturing this uncircumcised, right?
Yeah. I was. And then Bruce...
Christmas.
Bruce also dresses up as Bruce dresses up as Matches Malone, and Bullock wears a mustard yellow shirt, a red tie, and a brown three-piece suit, and he looks just like Dwight Schrute. Schrute. Next up, we've got Bullet for Bullock. We are skipping. Now, last time I said to you, it's like 20 episodes ahead, but we want to do it for Christmas. It's actually only like 4 or 5. So we're not skipping ahead that much.
Oh, okay.
So we got Bullet for Bullock. We're going to jump just a couple episodes ahead so we can get that Christmas vibe because it takes place between Christmas and New Year's. And I think it would be a great little episode for us to end the year on. So, yeah, skip over, watch that, and we'll be back next week to review that episode.